Hey, oh, what's going on? So, Open Net Battle. What is it? How do I get it? What is this thing? What's the story? Well, Open Net Battle is the Mega Man Battle Network 6 game engine that was repurposed to basically be the real thing. It is for legal purposes. Again, it is a game engine. It's not a game. But you've probably been seeing it all over the Battle Network subreddit. ONB for short. You've probably been seeing it all over the subreddit. But nobody says how to install it. And you could go into the Discord server that's made for it, and you can try to navigate that entire shit show. But it's, not easy. There's help bots, forums, there's a lot of people there to help, but they'll pretty much tell you to go check the forum in the Discord itself or ask the help bot. So, instead of doing that, I made a tutorial here that's going to help you out on how to install it, get some navies, some customs, some battle chips, and get into a server. All the links you're going to need are going to be in the description below. I hope you don't need to go to the Discord to just figure it out. Now, this is a Windows tutorial, so you can put it on Linux, you can put it on Mac, but that's a whole other thing. But when you install it on Windows, if you have all the Windows Defender stuff, it is going to give you that, first time you open it, it's going to give you that red screen where it's going to say, what is this? And don't worry about it. It's fine. It's cool. It's cool, Windows. We're cool. Don't worry about it. All right, so first step is you got to download this thing. The first link in the description is going to be a Game Jolt link. It's going to lead you to this website. You're going to see Open Net Battle Program Edition version 2. Now, version 3 is in the works, and it's been in the works for a long time. I don't know when that's happening. When you scroll down here, you'll see download. It's going to be a 37 megabyte file. It's going to be a zip file. It should say full build patch 5. As of now, 5. I don't know when 6 is coming out. We don't have any time frame for these things, really. When you open the zip file, it's going to be a release file. It's going to say release. You're going to open that, and hey, look at that. Battle Network. You're done. All right, cool. GG. You finished. You did it. All right, cool. No, you didn't finish it. No. So you're going to open this guy, and you are going to have a terminal pop up with basically, essentially, the engine, and a program is going to tell you this. Looks like you need a player mod to continue. What the hell is a player mod? Doesn't tell you what it is. You don't really figure out where to get a player mod. So that's step 1 done. You installed it, but now we got to get to step 2. So, where are player mods? I'm going to show you first where they are located in this folder. The top one says resources. You're going to open resources, and you're going to go down to mods. Mods are going to have blocks, cards, enemy, libs, and players. Libs is for libraries, enemies for enemies that you can then install and put on your server when you install your own server. Cards, battle chips, you got your blocks for your custom navies, and then players for navies. Now, the only thing you need to run the engine properly and get into your own quote-unquote server, your homepage, is a player. So the next step is we're going to find a player. All right, so you've installed the engine. Good job. Now you have to download your first navi. The link in the description, the second one is going to be a Caristero mod site GitHub link. This is going to be a little overwhelming when you open it up first because it's going to be the entire library for ONB for navies, cuss, and chips. There's over 2,000 items. It's a lot. So this is the link. Again, it's a lot. So for today's purposes, for right now, we just want a navi. So what we're going to do is we're going to go on the top left, we're going to go to the filter, we're going to go to tag, and we're going to type in Navi. This is every Navi that has been added to ONB. We got custom Navis, Navis from the game, Power Rangers, you have programs, Among Us, there's Sonics here. I mean, you have a lot of custom Navis that people added, as well as stuff that, we already know from Battle Network. So what we're going to do is we're going to download a Navi right now. This Navi under here, right here, the Heal Navi, the Ghost Heal Navi, is one of my favorite custom Navis. So I'm going to click that. It's going to highlight blue. We're going to hit Download Select Mods. And when you do that, it's going to download another zip file. When you open it, it's going to download, it's going to open up a new player file. It's going to look like this. You're going to see a zip folder of the custom Navi you want to have. So in the ONB section here, in this release folder, you're going to open up resources again. You're going to go to mods, and you're going to go to players. So when you do this, it's going to be the zip folder. You don't have to open it. You don't have to open it at all. Just drag and drop. When you load the engine, it'll open up the zip folder. You can delete the zip folder afterwards if you want to save space, but you don't need to open the zip file at all. So what we're going to do is we're going to open it right now. We're going to go to Battle Network again. And when we open it, it's going to finally load, and you're going to see a press start section. And what you're going to do is just hit the enter key, and then you're in. And now you're in as your first Navi in essentially your server right now, your homepage. All right, you did it. You installed it. You got to your homepage with your new Navi, but the controls are a little weird. So what's going on? How am I supposed to walk around? I have a controller. It doesn't work. It's nothing. It's not working. How do I set this thing up? We're gonna get into that one next. All right, you're in the game engine, but now how do we start moving? So the first thing you want to do is press the enter key. That's gonna lead you into your homepage. What you're gonna do is hit the enter key again, and you're gonna get into the menu. You've all seen this menu before. If you played Mega Man, you know this menu. You're gonna go down with the arrow keys to config, hit the Z key, and you're essentially in game settings. You have background music, special effects, and shaders. For now, we're gonna ignore that. If you wanna go down to My Keyboard and hit Z on that, it'll then show you all of the controls for the keyboard if you wanna use the keyboard. I do not use the keyboard. I prefer a game controller. So how do I set up a controller? You're gonna go down to My Gamepad, hit Z, and there you go. Now you can set the keys for your game controller. I have this really cool retro bit Mega Man controller that I have. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down to move up. You're gonna scroll down with your arrow keys. You're gonna hit the Z key again, and then you're gonna press the button. You're just setting buttons. And there you go. So now I'm gonna just set a couple more just to show you guys. Move down, down key. Move left, Z. You gotta hit Z every time. It's kind of a pain in the ass, but once you're there, you don't really have to do anything else. So you're gonna basically set every single one of these up individually if you want to use a game controller. I really recommend using a game controller. It's a lot easier and it feels a lot more like old school Mega Man. And side note, when you're finished, you're gonna want to scroll to the end section over here and then hit whatever key you've set. Still, you can also hit the keyboard command for Z, and you want to overwrite your settings. You're going to say yes. Now you can do everything that you've set up. All right, so now you're on your homepage. You've configured your controller. You can walk around. You can open your menu, kind of go back and forth and do stuff. But how do I leave my homepage? Well, the next link in the description is going to take you to this website. This is the list of all of the servers that are currently made. Not a lot of them are populated. This is not always accurate in terms of population, but there are a couple of servers that were made. The most used server as of now is Gravy Yum. That is the most utilized server. Each server will have an address, so it's essentially just an IP. If you look, there's one on top here, there's one right here. You'll see copy address next to every single one. So what you want to do, we'll go here, we'll hit copy address, so now it's copied. Now we'll go back into our server, our home page, if you will, and you're going to go to this program right here. You're going to talk to that program, and it's going to say, what's your warp destination? You want to change your warp destination. You're going to say, yeah, I want to change my warp destination. You're going to hit yes, and then you need to enter in that copied address. So you will probably, most likely, have to use your keyboard. Command V, that is the address. You're going to hit enter, changed to, there's the address. You're going to say thank you, and you walk into it, and there you go. Now you are in another server. There are NPCs in here that you could talk to. There's a couple people here that are hanging out that are actual people, real Navis. But now you're in your first server, too. Now you can talk to people and do stuff, and you're in.
Wake up, Daddy's home.
Welcome home, son.
Okay, so you've done it. You've downloaded the engine, you've downloaded the Navi, you're in your homepage, you've added a server that you can go to. You're pretty much done. To bring it back here, in the resource folder, don't forget, You know how to download these now. Any blocks, any cards, any enemies, you can download enemies, any libraries, custom libraries you want, more navies that you can download. So this whole folder, this is where you're going to put everything. Now, there is one thing in the Discord that you could download if you wanted to. It is called the ONB Unified Library. That, if you go into the Discord server and you type in under the help section and you type in library, you will see ONB Unified Library. This is a unified library of fun navies that you can use, custom ones and not custom ones, battle chips that are custom and not custom. Pretty much it's a unified library that kind of levels the playing field for everybody. You do not need to use it, but you can. The first download in it is not the official one. It's getting updated constantly, so it's a little bit, again, it's a little bit hectic to have to navigate and keep going through all the different versions. It does look like this. It is a zip file. You open it, it will look like this. It'll be blocks, cards, enemies, and players. You just have to copy it. If you want to install it, you just can copy it, open up your release, go into resources, go to mods, and if you just right click and hit paste, it will say, do you want to replace the destinations? And yeah, replace all the files. And now in my cards, I have a whole list of different cards, a whole list of different Navi cust blocks. I have, not the library, I have a whole list of enemies. But I also have a whole list of different navies that I can choose from. Now, when you do this and you start up for the first time, you will see a significant increase in time for your engine to load, because it takes, the more stuff you have, the longer it's going to take to load up, basically. So now when you load up, you will see an entire chip folder that you can build and edit, and it has a lot of chips. Lot of chips. Yes, you get the point. Now you'll also notice when you go to Navi, there will be the custom Navi that you've downloaded already, as well as a lot of other Navis from content creators in the community, some old Navis from Mega Man Battle Network that you can choose. And you can just cycle through each one, and every single time you choose one, you will get their perks, and you will be able to be them. Now, I will say, this is a new one, Breachman. Haven't seen him yet. I'm going to select him. We can open the Navi Cust if we want, and we have all these different Navi customizers that we can go through, which is pretty nice. When you're finished, you can hit run on the bottom. There's a lot. We're not going to add anything just yet. Okay, and look at that. We are this new Navi that I have never seen before. That's pretty sick. And yeah, you can go through all these different Navis. Burner Man. Running around. Yeah. Do a lot. So hopefully that was pretty easy. A couple links, a couple zip files, and you're good to go. Yeah, I mean, there's new stuff coming out constantly for this. New Navis, all sorts of stuff. The Discord is heavy with content. And you can just join the Discord, meet a lot of people, and it's pretty fun. You can then also not just make your own navies, you can customize your servers. You can do all sorts of customization for this. And that is how you set up Open NetBattle. Now, I still say join that Discord server because the Discord server is worth it. There's a lot of really cool people on there, and the community is just growing like crazy. But if you want to have custom net battles, this is how you do it. So thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.